An Officer and a Gentleman, 1982. Then and Now. How have they changed in 2025? Today, let's take a look back at a classic from the 80s, the film that brought tears to millions of viewers, and made Richard Gere an A-list star. Clapperboard. That is An Officer and a Gentleman, An Officer and a Gentleman, released in 1982. The film is not only a love story between a military cadet and a factory worker, but also a journey of maturity, overcoming a painful past to become a real man. So after more than 40 years, what are those actors, who once captivated the world, doing in 2025? How have they changed, and what value does the film still hold in the hearts of modern audiences? Military Medal 1. Richard Gere, Officer, Zach Mayo. At the time of the film's release, Richard Gere was already a shining face after the success of American Gigolo. But it was his role as Zach Mayo, a cold, proud but wounded officer, that made him a symbol of masculinity in the 80s. Who can forget the final scene of the film when Zach carries Paula away from the factory, while the emotional song, Up Where We Belong, plays in the background? By 2025, Richard Gere is 76 years old, but he has maintained his form. He continues to act in films, mainly in quiet, profound roles. In addition, Gere is also a humanitarian activist, strongly supporting human rights and Tibet issues. Recently, he has rarely appeared on the big screen, but in the public eye, Richard Gere is still a true gentleman, both in movies and in real life. Heartbreak 2. Debra Winger, Factory Girl, Paula Pokrivka. Debra Winger plays Paula, a poor, strong girl who dares to love and sacrifice. Her genuine acting makes the character not only the lover of the male lead, but also an independent, memorable image. However, Debra Winger has had a career full of ups and downs. After An Officer and a Gentleman, she continued to be successful with Terms of Endearment, but then withdrew from Hollywood for nearly a decade, due to disagreements with the film production system at that time. By 2025, Winger was 70 years old, occasionally taking on supporting roles in television and independent films. She chose a private life, focusing on family and art. Biceps 3. Louis Gossett Jr. Sergeant Foley. It is impossible not to mention Louis Gossett Jr., who played the stern but fair drill sergeant, a character that has become an icon of American military films. He won the 1983 Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, becoming the first African American to win the award in that category. This was a historic milestone not only for the film, but also for American cinema. As of 2025, Louis Gossett Jr. passed away in March 2024, at the age of 87. His passing was a great loss to the artistic community, but his legacy lives on. Music Score 4. Music, Up Where We Belong, still soars. The theme song, Up Where We Belong, performed by Joe Cocker and Jennifer Warnes, became an immortal song, winning an Oscar and a Grammy. To this day, it is still used in weddings, inspirational videos, and even reality TV shows. The music is not only associated with the movie, but also with a whole generation of viewers. Clapperboard 5. The movie 43 years later, is its value still intact? The answer is yes. An Officer and a Gentleman is still considered one of the best military romance movies of all time. The movie is not only about love, but also inner battle, self-esteem, growth, and learning to become a responsible man. In 2025, the movie was re-aired on streaming platforms like Netflix and Amazon, with an HD remastered version, making it easier for the younger generation to access. Movie Camera 6. There are rumors of a remake, but audiences say, no need. There were rumors that Hollywood would remake this film with a modern perspective. But most loyal audiences believe, a film like An Officer and a Gentleman does not need a remake. It is an original gem, simple, touching and honest. Speech balloon conclusion. An Officer and a Gentleman is a film about courage, love and maturity, values that never go out of style. In 2025, when society is getting faster and more chaotic, this film reminds us that becoming a man is not wearing a uniform, but knowing how to love and stand up for others. Thank you for listening. If you have never seen this film, or have forgotten how touching it was, then watch it again tonight. You might need a tissue.